present my screen now. So, heat exchange in buildings. Like I said, uh, uh, thermal insulation in a building is not just about uh, keeping the hot air or the warm temperature or weather outside the building. It depends. We don't want any kind of heat transfer between the inside of the building and the outside of the building. It could be colder outside, it could be winters, and we might want to keep the radiator heat inside the space, and we might need thermal insulation for that as well. It's not always key, we just want the air conditioning to keep the inside cool. Thermal insulation is there should be no heat exchange between the outside or inside of the wall. So heat exchange happens through many different ways. Heat exchange in buildings or anything. I'm sure you must have studied in physics that heat exchange basically happens through conduction, convection, and radiation. These are the only three methods in which the heat may transfer, correct?
Ma'am, फिर से कर दीजिए.
Okay. Uh, what part? The everything?
No, ma'am, heat.
Heat exchange. Heat exchange or heat transfer in any material happens through three processes: conduction, convection, or radiation.
Okay, ma'am.
Conduction is the one part at the part closer to part of the object closer to the heat source rises in temperature, and then eventually everything touching it gets warmer and warmer as well. For example, in a classroom of 50 students, right? If I want to distribute papers, I have three options. I can either uh, give a bunch of papers to the first person sitting in the row, and that person can take one paper and pass on the rest. That is conduction, meaning the part of the object that is close to the heat source heats up first, and then um, it transfer the rest of the heat to the molecules behind it. That is conduction. What is convection? Convection is I start take one piece of paper and then throw it to each person I want to give it to, or I may go to each and every person's seat and I can give them that paper. That is convection.
Yes, ma'am.
And what is radiation? This is the very
Uh,
basic. What is radiation?
Now it spreads equally.
Yes.
Like from with like rays.
Yes, like rays. Then what is the difference between convection and radiation?
Ma'am, could you explain?
See, conduction is the transfer of heat by direct contact. For example, in this same example, if there are like people missing in a row behind you, so you'll tell me, कि, ma'am, I can't pass on this paper because that person is too far away. So you'll give me the rest of the sheets back. So that's conduction. The part that is in contact with the warmer molecules or the heat source that gets heated up, and when the contact is lost, conduction stops. Convection is the movement of heat by actual motion of matter. So maybe you know, जब लू चलती है तो everything gets warm, you feel very warm because लू चल रही है, गर्म हवा आ रही है, so that is by actual motion of matter. Radiation is transfer of energy with the help of electromagnetic waves.
Yes, ma'am.
This applies to everything, including buildings. So, in this diagram over here, you can see that this is a house, this is a section of a building, and in this, there's this person standing in the middle. There are two windows. One is a casement window, and then the other one is a pivot window. It looks more like a ventilator, I think. So, and then there is a tiny radiator in the right corner of the section. So in this, they're discussing all the different ways heat can exchange within or without, as in inside and outside the building. QC is conduction that may occur through the walls, either inwards or outwards. QC, here's QC. This is QC. Why is this happening? Because there is a radiator inside which is adding mechanical heat, meaning it is adding heat mechanically. This could in so inside is warmer than the outside because of the radiator, because there is a heat source within the building. That's why conduction is happening towards outside of the building, right? Abhi in contrast, if there was an air conditioner inside the building, then what would happen? Conduction would be happening from outside to inside because the inside would be cooler than the outside. And we all know that ener- heat always transfers from warmer to colder, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Because cold is
Yes, ma'am.
nothing but the absence of heat. Cold is not something that is quantifiable, so it cannot transfer. What transfers is heat. If there is no transfer of heat, you'll feel cold. If there is transfer of heat, you'll feel warm. So, if the inside is warmer, then warmer than the outside, then the conduction will happen from inside to outside. If outside is warmer, तो outside to inside होगा. Then we come to convection, QV. QV is over here. So we are assuming that the window on the right hand side is closed and the window on the left hand side is open. So QV is happening through the air movement through the window. So if the radiator is working here, so what will happen is inside will be warmer, so that heat will go outside, and if the outside is warmer than that, then the uh, warm air will flow towards the colder, whichever it is, inside or outside. So heat exchange through movement of air is QV. Then QS is solar heat gain. QS जहाँ पे धूप पड़ रही है, this is QS. These are sun rays that are hitting this right side of the building, and that is resulting in heat gain through solar energy. Then QM is mechanical heat gain or loss, which is happening because of this radiator. This is giving out heat. Arrows are going. That's how I knew this was a radiator and not a portable air conditioner, because the heat is going outside. It's radiating heat. That's what's happening. So mechanical heat gain or loss. So if this was an AC instead of a radiator, the arrows would be going in. Uh, it would not be giving out any heat. It would be cooling the space down, but it would still be mechanical heat loss, not gain. Anything that is manually done, artificially done to um, heat up the space or cool down the space is mechanical. It can be a fan, it can be a radiator, air conditioner, cooler, anything. It could be a um, central air conditioner also. All those are mechanical heating or cooling devices. Then QI is internal heat gain. QI is a very interesting thing. See, when light, we have a lot of light fixtures or maybe a fridge. Uh, if you might have noticed, if you walk closer to the back side of the fridge, it feels warmer.
Yes, ma'am.
And bulbs and artificial lights are always warmer when they've been on for quite some time. So that adds to the heat gain of this entire space. If there's a lot of, if there are a lot of, for example, halogen lights around a stage, you know, in marriage functions you have halogen lights and everything, spotlights burning, and that
Yes,
part
ma'am.
is always warmer, even though, even if it's outside, it's in, it's under the sky, it gets warmer. So that is what's happening. All the fixtures, light fixtures and mechanical devices, they do give off some amount of heat, and your body also gives off some amount of heat. So that adds to the internal um, temperature of the space. Then QE. QE is evaporative heat loss. This is very easily seen in surahis and matkas. You have you put water inside it and it gets colder because of evaporation. Water evaporates from the surface of the matka and it cools down the water inside it. Similarly, any part of the building that gets heated up will eventually, as the sun moves away from that space, it will give off some amount of heat. Around 4 o'clock or 5 o'clock, if you go outside in a park, then you will feel, or maybe if you walk on a street, you'll feel the heat radiating out of it, as if the earth, as if the ground is giving off heat. That happens because of evaporative heat loss. So all these things form an equation that ultimately results in quantifying, in understanding how much heat loss or gain will happen in any particular building. QI, meaning internal heat gain, is always gained, so it's always added. Solar heat is always gained. Sun never cools down, it always heats things up. So QI, internal heat gain and solar heat gain, will always add to the heat of any space. Then conduction, through conduction heat gain भी हो सकता है, heat loss भी हो सकता है. That's why you'll here, over here in this equation, underneath the ground line of the building, you'll see QI and QS have positive signs. Q, QC and QV are both conduction and convection के through you can always gain heat or lose heat as well. So it can be plus or it can be minus depending कि uh, अंदर बिल्डिंग के अंदर गर्मी है या बाहर गर्मी है. सपोज कहीं स्नो, मनाली में व्हेन स्नोफॉल हो रहा है एंड यू हैव अ रेडिएटर इनसाइड द बिल्डिंग, तो देयर इज heat loss happening through conduction and convection, and we are calculating for the internal space. So we are losing heat because the room is warmer as compared to the outside. So that will be negative QC and negative QV. अगर लॉस हो रहा है तो then the sign will turn negative, अगर gain हो रहा है space में heat तो it will turn positive. Then QM, if we are cooling the space with ACs and coolers तो वो positive होगा, and if we are heating up the space through radiators and heaters तो वो negative, तो वो positive होगा. Then QE is loss, it's always evaporative heat loss, so that will always be negative. Any confusion?
नो मैम, मैम QM फिर से रिपीट कर दीजिए, मतलब ये कैसे हीट एक्सचेंज करता है?
Okay.
Yes, ma'am. Please
QM
repeat it.
is mechanical. Mechanical means through machines. So if we have an AC in a room, or a cooler in a room, or maybe an exhaust fan in a room, तो what happens is कि we are cooling down the space. तो हम लोग heat कम कर रहे हैं उस जगह की, right? हमारा गोल यही होता है विद अ कूलर एंड एसी दैट वी वांट टू कूल द स्पेस। तो वो मैकेनिकल हीट लॉस होगा उसकी वजह से, बिकॉज हम लोग हीट को भगा रहे हैं। ऐसे सोचो, हीट लॉस एज इन वी आर ड्राइविंग अवे द हीट, सो वो माइनस हो जाएगा, माइनस क्यू एम हो जाएगा। बट
Yes, ma'am.
अगर हम स्पेस को गर्म करना चाह रहे हैं सर्दियों में, इफ़ वी वांट टू वार्म द स्पेस एंड हम लोग हीटर चलाते हैं या रेडिएटर ऑन करते हैं, तो वो मशीन्स, वी आर यूजिंग मशीन्स टू वार्म द स्पेस, तो वो हीट गेन हो जाएगा हमारे स्पेस में, तो वो पॉजिटिव हो जाएगा।
Yes, ma'am.
So basically if you're using a machine to cool your space, तो वो माइनस क्यू एम हो जाएगा, एंड इफ यू आर यूजिंग अ मशीन टू वार्म योर स्पेस, तो वो प्लस क्यू एम हो जाएगा। क्योंकि हम लोग यहाँ पे हीट गेन या हीट लॉस की बात कर रहे हैं। अगर हीट बढ़ रही है कमरे के अंदर तो वो गेन हो रहा है, मतलब पॉजिटिव है, एंड अगर हीट लॉस हो रहा है कमरे के अंदर तो मतलब लॉस हो रहा है, मीनिंग नेगेटिव में जा रहा है वो। क्लियर?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so इसमें you have some equations. Conduction can be calculated. Now we've understood the concept of what is conduction, what is convection, how the heat is gained, how can it be lost. But how would I know what is कितना है QC? I don't know how much is QC or QV. We can't calculate it, but we can calculate it through this equation. Conduction heat gain or loss through conduction is basically equal to how much surface area there is in the space. तो मतलब wall area, all the walls, four or however many walls there are, the walls, ceiling and the floor. We have 6 surfaces in a room, तो हम उसका surface area निकाल लेंगे in square meters. Then you have U, the transmittance value, which you well, if you study this you'll understand कि transmittance value कैसे निकालनी है, but given that you might know this, then temperature difference, we can find out कि अंदर का temperature कितना है through infrared thermometers, and then we can find out बाहर का temperature कितना है, and then कितना difference है उससे पता चल जाएगा कि what is the TD or temperature difference, and if we multiply all of this we can find out QC कितना है.
Yes, ma'am.
And when you do have to calculate it, you will be told कि U transmittance value कितनी है. Every material has its own transmittance value. For example, glass transmittance value मतलब how much heat it transmits in watts per square meter. Meaning 1 square meter of, for example, glass transmits so and so watts of heat. Similarly, if our room is made out of concrete, then RCC and RCC का transmittance value is given कि this is how much heat it transmits, this thickness of wall transmits this amount of energy in watts per minute square meters. So that's how you can calculate it.
Okay, ma'am.
Then convection heat flow, it depends on ventilation, because air flow ke through we are seeing ki how much heat is gained or lost. So it is a equation of ventilation and then again temperature difference. So ventilation heat flow rate is also this shouldn't be QV. QV equals to 1300 into V multiplied by temperature difference. V is the ventilation heat flow. That again, you just need to understand that these are the equations, and ventilation heat flow rate is basically um, how much heat is being exchanged through ventilation. Oh, then radiation happens through windows. How does that happen? Windows or glass heats up and then it radiates heat inside the building. That's why greenhouses are made out of glass to keep the temperature higher than outside because the glass traps heat. Uh, if uh, if we are in a warmer climate, suppose in India in summers, glass will always transfer heat from outside to inside because outside is hotter than inside. And similarly, in a greenhouse, for example, once the heat is trapped inside, the inside becomes way hotter than outside. So it doesn't well transfer heat outside. Anyways, that's not what we're studying. We're studying buildings. So in this,
Ma'am,
yeah, yes, Ashwin.
glass transfers heat outside to inside. Yeah, inside to outside.
Glass transfers heat from wherever the temperature is more.
Okay, ma'am.
Hmm. But because it's transparent, so it's easy to heat up an enclosed space. Agar see greenhouse is completely closed off from all directions. There's no ventilation. So what happens is it is easier to heat it up because of glass. क्योंकि sun rays can go directly inside because of the glass. It's transparent. So the internal space जैसे इस building में we can see that only the glass rays, sun rays can transfer go inside through the window, but the rest is being blocked off because of the building, right? So now if we didn't have radiator inside तो वो conduction बाहर से अंदर होता, but वो conduction होता, but because this part is glass, the sun rays will heat up the inside immediately. They won't have to wait for the heat to be conducted inside the building, right? इस वजह से वो जल्दी heat up हो जाता है, इसलिए we use glass.
Okay, ma'am.
Hmm. Then QS is radiation through windows and for glazed windows. See, glazed windows are basically that have a reflective film on the outside. You know that look reflective bahar se, but inside say that you can see the outside. Those are glazed windows. For those, you can calculate the heat gain through how much area the window has, and then multiplied by the radiation heat flow, which is again a given for a certain kind of glass, and into theta, which is a constant. A solar heat gain factor, it is a constant, depends of what quality of glass it is and किस angle से धूप पड़ रही है. But for an unglazed window जिसमें there is no film, it is completely transparent. It can be calculated if we multiply the density of energy flow with the area of aperture, meaning the area of opening. Because area of window is exactly equal to the area of the opening. So before moving on to evaporation and all those factors, I think try and see कि आपके घर में कहाँ-कहाँ से heat gain होता है. Try to observe all of these factors Q, C, V, S, M, I, E. Try to observe this in your house कि ये कहाँ हो रहा है, कैसे हो रहा है. For example, take a space in your house. Let it be your room, the bedroom, living room. Okay, decide on one space. This is an assignment. And for that space, इसी type का you can draw a diagram. You can draw it in plan or in a section, very rough sketch, and you can mark कि कहाँ से heat gain हो रहा है, heat loss हो रहा है. Like for example, in this example, instead of a radiator, you can probably make a air conditioner or a cooler. So do this. This is your assignment. Next class में I'll see this. Okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.